back on air. Now, I will start with a statement from the Media Owners Association concerning the digital TV migration standoff. It says, when we went to court to seek postponement of digital TV migration, the date for the same was rescheduled from 13th December to 23rd December when the judgment was delivered. Our case was dismissed, and on dismissal, the orders extending the switch-off expired. The CCK has made it clear that broadcasting without a license is in breach of the law, and the CEO of any institution doing so is liable to jail and or a fine of 20 million Kenya shillings. As law-abiding institutions and on advice of our lawyers, we switched off pending appeal. The Cabinet Secretary Information has this afternoon announced that administratively the new switch-off date is midnight Thursday 26th December 2013. For this reason, we are coming back on air. Regrettably, this will only be until midnight Thursday 26th December 2013 when we switch off again as directed by the Information Cabinet Secretary. Our appeal is set down for hearing on Friday 27th December. If the court allows us to, we will resume broadcasting. But as we are not against digital TV migration and in fact support it, one of our concerns about the migration date is that more than 90% of our viewers do not have universal set-top boxes to receive the free-to-air digital signal. In fact, according to the Cabinet Secretary Information, Dr. Fred Matiang'i, in a letter dated 6 November 2013 to the chair of the Media Owners Association, Kiprono Kitoni, there are only 26,538 universal receivers in the country. Nairobi alone and its environs has an estimated 2 million TV sets. The other set-top boxes, STBs, are pay TV STBs, which attract a monthly subscription and should not be confused with the universal free-to-air digital receivers. Resumption of normal services will now await the verdict of the Court of Appeal. That is a statement from the Media Owners Association. And we start the bulletin on that note. And a three-judge bench appointed by the President of the Court of Appeal will sit on Friday, the 27th of December, to determine the fate of a request by the Standard Group, the Nation Media Group and Royal Media Services to halt digital TV migration until the appeal is heard and determined. This as the government today announced that analog signal switch off for Nairobi and its environs takes effect on the 26th of this month. KTN's Betty Kello has been following these developments and brings us the following report.
Senior Counsel Paul Mwite filed the appeal as a matter of urgency on Tuesday on behalf of his clients, the Standard Group, Nation Media Group and Royal Media Services, challenging the High Court ruling by Justice David Majanja on Monday that dismissed the petition to halt digital migration. The Court of Appeal Duty Judge Justice Patrick Kiage heard the matter and certified it as urgent. Kiage placed the file before the President of the Appellate Court, Kihara Karaoke, to constitute a three-judge bench. The bench will sit on Friday, 10 a.m. to hear the appeal and determine whether the petitioners will be granted their request to have the digital switch halted until the court hears and determines the appeal.
The President of the Court of Appeal has directed that the application, which was filed this morning and a certificate and which has been certified as urgent, will be heard on Friday.
On Friday, we'll be asking, obviously, the appeal itself cannot be heard on Friday, but we'll be asking that the migration to digital be stayed until such time as the appeal itself is heard.
Mwite said that the three media outlets were not objecting digital migration, but needed time, as was advised by the Digital Committee, to implement the changes without making losses.
The media houses have no objection to going digital. They are saying that if they are going to enjoy the broadcasting freedom which is enshrined in Sub-Article 3, they should be given media digital broadcasting licenses and digital licenses, and then be given time to roll out to go digital. They are not refusing to go digital.
Meanwhile, the date for the digital switch is now officially set to 26th of December.
The analog signal switch off in Nairobi and its environs will now be effected on the 26th of December 2013 at 23:59 hours.
CORD leader Raila Odinga criticized the manner in which the switch is being effected, saying it was hurried and suspect. In the statement sent to newsrooms, Raila questioned why only one Chinese company and state broadcaster KBC were cleared to distribute digital signals without appraisals on whether they were efficient. He further said that the move was anti-people, anti-business, and marked favoritism and corruption. Part of the statement reads, at stake is not just whether the media houses suffer losses or not, it is the fact that the right to information by the people of Kenya is being disregarded at a very critical period in the history of our country.
The three media houses have invested in terms of personnel, in terms of infrastructure, over 40 billion shillings. So you cannot flush this investment down the toilet, really.
On Monday, television stations owned by the three media outlets, KTN, NTV and Citizen, went off air following the ruling as media owners engaged in consultations. Betty Kylo, KTN.